Ever since my younger sister came into our lives, everything changed. She has severe autism, and while I know it's not her fault, the weight of it has made my life feel like a constant struggle. I was 6 when she was born, thrilled at the idea of being a big sister. But that joy didn't last long. Slowly, I started to feel like I was fading from my parents' attention. It wasn't sudden, but it was clear. I got moved to the basement so she could have the room closer to Mom and Dad. That stung. The basement was dark, chilly, and isolating. I'd lie awake at night, hearing the sounds of my family upstairs, feeling like I was no longer part of it, like I was just an extra in their lives. Losing my toys to her was another hit. She didn't mean to ruin them, but it happened constantly. I tried to tell my parents how much it hurt, hoping they'd see my side, maybe even make it right. But all I got was, "She's younger, she doesn't know better. You're the big sister, you need to be more patient." It felt so unjust. Those toys were my safe haven, and watching them get destroyed without anyone caring just deepened the sense that I didn't matter. The laptop incident was the breaking point. My school gave me a MacBook for doing well, and I was so proud of it. Then one day, it was wrecked. My school scolded me for being reckless, and my parents piled on, blaming me too. No one stopped to think it wasn't my fault. I was angry, hurt, and above all, alone in dealing with it. It wasn't just about a laptop. It was about feeling like no one was in my corner. Trying to juggle being a sister and having my own life is exhausting. I care about my sister, of course, but it's like my parents forget I'm still a kid too. Whenever she needs something, I'm expected to drop everything. It doesn't matter if I'm studying, hanging out, or just trying to catch a break. I'm on duty 24/7, without ever choosing it. I can't even remember the last time I hung out with friends without obsessively checking my phone, worried I'd miss a call from home demanding I rush back. My life feels like it's on hold, always waiting for the next emergency or request for help. The day I decided to go see the new Spider-Man movie was a big deal. It had been forever since I'd made plans just for me. My friend Jake was so excited about it, and his enthusiasm rubbed off on me. I needed that escape, a couple of hours to just be a teenager, not a caregiver. So I made a choice. For once, I'd turn off my phone and enjoy the movie without worrying. Just 2 hours, I told myself. But when I left the theater and turned my phone back on, it was like a punch to the gut, missed calls and texts flooding in. I called home right away, the happiness from the movie fading with every ring. When Mom answered, her anger sliced through me. "Where were you?" "We needed you an hour ago." I could barely get a word out. I rushed home, guilt mixing with frustration. When I got there, it was like stepping into a hurricane. My parents were livid, their disappointment heavy in the air. "We depend on you, and you just vanished to watch a movie?" Dad's words were sharp, underscored by my sister's noises in the background, like going to a movie was some terrible betrayal. I tried to explain that I just needed a moment to myself, but they didn't hear me. "Your responsibilities here matter more than some film," Mom said, her tone final. They grounded me, called me selfish. All over a movie. Sitting in my room afterward, it sank in. This wasn't about the movie. It was about feeling trapped in a role I didn't ask for, about wanting a sliver of normalcy in a life that feels anything but. At 18, feeling like I'm not allowed to have my own life is crushing. Living in my house feels like being stuck in a cycle where everything revolves around my sister's needs. I understand she requires a lot of care, and I want to help. But sometimes it feels like I'm just a tool on the family's checklist. Help your sister? Make sure she's okay? Can't you see we're busy with her? It's draining, feeling like I'm more of a hired hand than a daughter. The constant expectation to be there for her, to put her first, is suffocating. I carry this burden that makes me question my own value in the family. Then there was this one week that felt like it could be different. I was chosen to give a speech at a school event, and that recognition sparked something in me. I poured my heart into that speech, working on it every night, picturing my parents in the audience, maybe even smiling with pride. It was a rare moment of feeling seen, a light in the usual darkness of my life, but they didn't show up. Something came up with my sister, and once again, I was pushed aside. Standing there, about to give my speech and not seeing them, broke me. I delivered it anyway, my voice trembling, hands shaking. I cried afterward, not just for the speech, but for all the times I've felt overlooked. People clapped, but it felt hollow. Walking home, tears streaming, I seemed